Hello YouTube, this Skip, coming to you live, straight out of Real 6 Aquatic Kennels. This is the first video of a series of videos where I am going to explain to you guys my take and my definition of some terms that I believe are misused and that people are using to mislead others in this aquatic community. Now, I can't read mine, so I don't know why some people choose to do this. I believe for the most part it's due to ignorance, because some people just don't know. When someone uses a certain term loosely, consistently, you start to believe those terms. You start to believe in what the people are saying. And so without further ado, let's get into the topic at hand. In this video series, I'm going to discuss the difference between crossbreeds, mixed breeds, and hybrids. So you know this is going to be a bomb burner, and you know that some people gonna feel is controversial. Oh well, what the heck. That's me, Mr. Controversy himself. This is something that has been going on for years now. So first, I'm going to tackle this first term that I believe a lot of you guys in this aquatic community misuse, and that is crossbreed. In my opinion, a lot of you guys believe that a crossbreed is nothing more than a hybrid. Well, I'm here to tell you that can be further from the truth. A crossbreed is just that, a crossbreed between two subspecies of the same species. Now you may be asking yourself, what does that mean, Skip? That means these two fish before you are Midas species. They're in the Midas species complex. Although they're different variations of a Midas species, they're still Midas species. Just like these two, Smoke and Miss Roxy. Smoke is a creamsicle Amphilophus Midas. And in fact, Smoke is a creamsicle variation Cichlids Amphilophus. Just like Miss Roxy here is a barred variation. Both of her parents were Peeled Orange Midas. She was born and raised here, but she did not peel like her other siblings. She remained barred. And that happens all the time. And the reason why she's barred like this is because both her parents was not just Peeled Orange Midas. They were Peeled Cichlids. And that's why I mentioned in my previous videos, we need to start classifying the Peeled Midas or Centinellum variations, because a lot of times you may breed what you call an Orange Midas or Gold Midas, because you know Midas means gold, creamsicle, all white Midas, thinking that they're just Midas, just peeled, not knowing that they have a barred counterpart. And we classify the barred counterparts as Amarillos, Isoletas, Arrows, Saggy. Just like you have a barred Saggy, then you have a white Saggy. You have a barred Xyliosum, you have a peeled variation of a Xyliosum. But just because they peeled a different color doesn't mean they're separate species. See, a lot of people in this hobby like to play on your ignorance. They like to come up with these new species just so they can make money off you. They have to compete with the flower horns and the hybridizing between different species. And they hate for me to make these videos so you guys can have a true understanding of what's going on, because they like to make money off of ignorance. But if you're watching my videos, you guys are going to have a lot of knowledge, and you're not going to fall for those ploys and those games that people play in this aquatic community. So let me get back to the subject. You breed these two, you will have a crossbreed. Not a hybrid, but a crossbreed. Now let me explain to you and give you an example why I say that. Right here before you is one of my female pyrotrimex. This is a trimex, a purebred. Here's another creamsicle Midas variation. If I was to take these two and breed them, that would be considered a hybrid. And I strongly agree with that. Because at the end of the day, people, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you will have something. The offspring will be something other than either parents. It will be a combination of both parents, but it won't be the same as both parents. Meaning that that's a trimex and that's an Amphilophus Midas. Their offspring would be something totally different. It'd be a combination of the two, but it won't be a trimex, nor would it be a Midas. It would be something other than. But you see, when people are using terms loosely like hybrid, not understanding the true meaning and definition of hybrid, just like in the hybrid definition, they have a hybrid subspecies. Let me give you an example of a hybrid subspecies. A hybrid subspecies, let's pan back over here, between a Bengal tiger and a Siberian tiger are known as intra-Pacific hybrids, meaning they're species hybrids. I strongly, listen up, aquatic community, I strongly disagree with that. Now, we all have a right to our opinions. You have a right to your opinion, I have a right to mine. But in my opinion, and this is a definition straight off of the internet and then Wikipedia. Let me repeat it. Hybrid between different subspecies such as Bengal tigers and Siberian tigers are known as intra-Pacific hybrids. That's confusing. Because you have two subspecies. A subspecies of tiger and Bengal tiger. Let me give you a little brief history on that. A Bengal tiger and a Siberian tiger are supposed to be subspecies of a saber-toothed tiger. You can verify this information online. You can look it up for yourself, people. And if that's the case, then they both came from a saber-toothed tiger and they're subspecies. How can breeding the two be a hybrid? Because at the end of the day, you still have a tiger. You still have something that is the same as the original form. This different variation. You don't have a liger, which would be a tiger and a lion, because a tiger and a lion are two different species. Lions aren't subspecies of saber-toothed tigers. You see what I'm saying? And you can look this up. They have a hybrid between a lion and a tiger now on the internet. They call it a liger. At the end of the day, that liger is nor a tiger or a lion. It's something other than. Just like if you breed these two, this trimex and this Midas, it will be something other than. But if you breed these two, at the end of the day, you still have a Midas subspecies. At the end of the day, you just have a different variation. Genetically, you still have an Cichlids Midas. So I know this video series is going to heat up, people. The next one, part 2, oh my gracious, it's going to be a doozy. You better tune in and tell it like you tell everything else. Tell all your friends to tune in the Fish Law 1 channel on YouTube, because this one is going to be a hot button. discussion and topics. Leave your comments at the bottom. Tell me what you think. Do you think a crossbreed is simply a hybrid, or is just what I just said, a crossbreed between two species, two subspecies that are the same? I would like to know your thoughts on the topic at hand. So in part 2, we're going to go over what's a mixed breed. We're going to talk about a mixed breed. I'm going to tell you my definition of a mixed breed. I'm telling you people, it's going to be a whopper. It's going to be off the charts. You know how it is with Fish Law 1. You know when you come to Skip's channel, you talk to Skip, you're going to get the truth. I'm going to separate the facts from the noise. And believe you me, these are the fish facts. So tune in. Hopefully, part 2 will be downloaded real soon. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook. Skip Smith page on Facebook. You know the saying.